with another Twitch stream and chill episode. Tonight we are coming at you with Viewer's Choice game number 2, Abzu, which I have played before. I have not played it on the PC, which is why it's not giving me a continue option, but I have played it before. And I can tell you, this is a beautiful game. It is a fun game. It is a kind of stressful, but not really game. So the goal tonight, as with all Saturday evening streams, is to just relax, have a sippy, and enjoy a good game together as friends. Anybody who comes in, wants to chat, wants to hang out, you are more than welcome. I don't know that we will beat the game tonight, but I do know that we're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to enjoy exploring this really and truly piece of art created by the developers. So without further ado, let's get into it. Product placement. Coca-Cola, pay me. Please and thank you. Now that's refreshing. Check's bank account is sad. I hear movement outside my door. Jesus, this is a beautiful game. So beautiful. You know, I wonder if one day they're not going to have museums where you can just go and play certain games in their original medium. Like, is there going to be a museum one day where I just would like go, or my grandkids would go, and they would go into a room with surround sound speakers and just play this game, you know, and talk about like the artistry of this game. I feel like there should be. Go that way. Something is pulling me back. I actually just wanted to see if I could get up on this island. No. I don't think I tried to get up here before. I don't think I can. I would imagine not. Just a rock in the ocean. Still getting used to the camera controls. Hey, Mr. Grouper. Hey, buddy. No, come back. There we go. Oh. Okay, so this... There we go. Okay. That's what I wanted. And as we explore, we're going to find little spots like this that will release new life into the ocean. So now we're going to start seeing hawksbill sea turtles swimming around. And that's really, I mean, there is a narrative. There's no spoken dialogue. But really, you're just going from place to place, exploring, looking for these little spots to add life back into the ocean and to just make it even more beautiful, which it already is beautiful, but you're just adding to it. And it's interesting. There's an ecological storyline here, but it's so interesting because you're like, wow, the world is so beautiful, but once you've added all of these things that you didn't really realize were missing, you realize how much more beautiful it is. You know, like you know, the fish were there, the groupers were there, the little red and black fish were there. But as you start to add the turtles and the little needlefish and all, it just, the world comes to life around you, and you really realize how much there is in the ocean that's pretty, that's beautiful, that you can, you know, witness and experience. Hey, buddies. And then there's these little guys. A little lobster. And away he goes. Calrea, I too love this. I'm so glad that people voted for this. I hope that lots of people come in today purely so that they can enjoy this game. Like, I honestly, I don't even care. If I had 100 people come in and watch this and I didn't get credit for it, I would not care, because I just really want people to see this game and just appreciate how amazing it is. Meditate. What's the view button? I don't know what the view button is. Hang on. Oh. Guess I did it. The view button is the middle on the PS4, which is what I played it on before. But I don't know what the view button is here. Hey, buddy. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. He's just nomming down. Alright, buddy, you have fun. I think I already got, I think when there's the little blue shit coming out of it, it's... Little buddy. Just think, if I'd had 31 more followers, I could have been doing this in a bathtub right now, Calrea. How much fun would that have been? Oh. I know I would have enjoyed it. Bathtubs. And then you know, I could do a whole like water themed thing and do like Abzu and then Subnautica, and then I could do Soma, and just get progressively more horrifying as the night went on. That'd be interesting. I honestly never. I loved Soma, but I never want to play that game again because it actually fills me with existential dread to play that game. It's a Gertwort. It's a Gertwort shirt. Gertwort shirt. Sopa? No. We don't make jokes about Selma. We play this game to be reminded of the simple beauty that exists in the world around us, and to marvel at we humanity's ability to perfectly encapsulate that beauty in an interactive medium. And then we play Soma to remind ourselves that none of this matters. I know what you're doing, Soma is depressing. And then I'll need to play Journey in the future as well. I would love to know what the actual like canon connection is between this and Journey, because they're definitely linked. I mean, if they're not made by the same game, then somebody copied somebody, or by the same developers, then somebody copied somebody. And artistically and just stylistically, they're so similar. But one takes place in the desert and one takes place in the ocean. And when you play them both back to back, you get just images of this world that had so much potential, and it was just absolutely destroyed by people. And that they, kind of realized too late to save themselves that what they had done, but it wasn't too late to save the world. It's kind of like a Reclaimers type thing in Halo. Oh, I guess I missed a shell. You can tell in these rooms when you've found the collectibles. There are fossil shells in every level. There's 3, and I found 2. So unless there's one in this area, I think I've just missed out. I don't know what you get for finding them all, because I never did it. But I don't think I can dive into the ether. No, it just spits me back out. Maybe it's up here. Well, I'm definitely missing the last of the shells because you can tell based on the order I missed the last one in this area. But I don't think it really matters that much, right? That's not why we're here. We're not here to dominate this game. We're here to enjoy it. Alrighty. Oh no! Oh. Shark, you bastard. The slipstream. Hey, Divide by Zero, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see you, my friend. We just started on Abzu. We are about, I don't know, 20 minutes into the first little section. And I was just talking about just the sheer beauty of this game. So, hopefully you can stick around. I don't know if you've seen this game before, but if you have not, you have been missing out, my friend, because this is a true work of art. When I first started playing it, I was saying, I wonder if one day, like, our grandkids will be able to go to a museum of multimedia, and they'll be able to play this game. You know, just go into a dark booth with surround sound speakers and play this, and then, you know, have to think about, like, the art of it and what was the creator trying to say with this. It's beautiful. I don't know if you haven't played it before. It's very similar thematically and artistically to Journey, but we are underwater, and we literally woke up floating in the ocean, and we start swimming, And you just saw the great white. We found some like little ether pools that as we go, we find these ether pools. Did the game just crash? I think the game just crashed. Well, that's poopy. I think the game legit just... It did. It just crashed. Well, that's shitty. Well, hang on. You find these ether pools that when you activate them, it actually, like, brings species of animals into the world. And then they begin to appear in the world around you. And then at the end of every stage, there's, like, a little temple that when you touch it, you get sucked into this, like, alternate reality. And you have to swim towards a little temple building or whatever. Yeah. I think that Journey was great, but I think that this was better. But as we're going, we're like slowly restoring life to the ocean. We're finding these weird abandoned structures. We're finding abandoned little like scuba robots that seem to react to us in some way. Old lost temples that tell the story of like the fall of mankind. And there's a great white that's constantly dogging our trails and trying to attack us, question mark. It's very good. We're still in the first stage, so you should stick around a while. And hopefully it doesn't crash this time, because if it starts crashing, I'll be very upset. So how was your day, Divide? I hope it was good for you. You and the lady had a good time with whatever you were doing. Buddy? Nom nom nom. I understand. Well, gray reef shark. You can actually make them speed up when you grab hold of them like that. Poofer fish! So this is where I came out. Oh, time to turn around. Ask me a question about video games, divide by zeros. I want to hear it. I haven't had a redemption in like a few. If I had one video game franchise to revive, what would it be? One video game franchise to revive. Well, if we're talking franchise and not an individual game remake, because you know we said last night that I would love to be able to remake Rings of Power. In terms of an actual franchise, it's going to be Breath of Fire for me. I think that Breath of Fire got shit on because it was constantly being compared to Final Fantasy, and it was not meant to be a Final Fantasy game. I think that the Breath of Fire, the first four, I think that the first four Breath of Fire games were amazing, and that Capcom is foolish for not trying to actually revive that series, or even to just re-release the games as a collection or something. Like, you can get Breath of Fire 3 and 4 on the PS3 marketplace and on the PS Vita, but not PS4 marketplace. And Breath of Fire 1 and 2 are on the Super Nintendo Switch app. And then they made a really just god-awful Breath 1 that called Breath of Fire 6 that was like a mobile game that was just a blatant attempt to cash in on fans' appreciation for the series. One of my intentions for this stream is I will play Breath of Fire 1 through 4, even if I have to maybe possibly play on a I will absolutely do it because I think people really need to be able to see how great that series was. So Breath of Fire would be my my number one pick. It is. The original Breath of Fire was a pretty bare bones chosen hero saves the world RPG. But as the series grew, it really and truly became its own thing that really doesn't compare to any other story in terms of the backstory of the world and just the way the world grows over time, because it is like a continuous series that takes place over hundreds of years, and you get to see how the culture changes and grows. And when you play Breath of Fire 1 and then you play Breath of Fire 2 and then you play Breath of Fire 3, by the time you beat Breath of Fire 3, you have learned things about the characters and the villains from Breath of Fire 1 that you would not have known. Like, they are constantly not only building forward, but they're also building backwards and telling you more about the world that you've already seen in the previous installations. So, I love it. Breath of Fire was actually, when I got my Super Nintendo, Breath of Fire was the first game that I got because they didn't have any of the Breath of Fire game, the Super Nintendos that came with Super Mario World. So I didn't actually own Super Mario World on my own Super Nintendo. I had Breath of Fire because it looked cool. And because I had read about it in the first ever issue of Nintendo Power that I got. And it just looked cool. Like you're an adventurer. You go off to save the world from the Dark Dragon Empire, and you learn how to turn into different types of dragon, and you build a party of adventurers from all the different races of the world. And it was just very, very cool and very high fantasy. So yeah, I will play it. I may actually do Breath of Fire as my next retro game for Tuesday and Thursdays once I beat Secret of Mana next week. I may start doing Breath of Fire 1 and then I'll give it a break and then I'll do Breath of Fire 2. And then 3 and 4 would have to be something else. There'd have to be some more work for those to get those going. What about you, Divide? What game franchise would you bring back? Other than Jak and Daxter? Oh, look at the little baby orca. Look at it. Come here, little baby. I'm gonna grab you. No, come here. Come here. Oh, it won't let me grab the baby. That makes sense. Orca. So, like, looking at this temple Divide, you can obviously see, like, the similarities between this and Journey, right? Like, this was built by the people that built the temples in Journey. Monkey Island and The Dig. I don't remember The Dig, but I know you do like Monkey Island. I've never actually played Monkey Island, so maybe that's one I need to play in the future. Oof. Oh. Oh, I can't go. Can I not go down that low? Oh, that's a meditation spot. Almost didn't notice that. The Dig is just good sci-fi. I'll have to look it up. They hit you just right in a contemplative moment. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to look it up, see what it's all about. Ouch. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Point and click adventure games. Yeah, I didn't play a lot of those as a kid, just because I didn't have access to them. Eagle Ray. I feel like I would have played them if I'd had access to them, but I just didn't. Ask me another question. I'm feeling chatty tonight. We actually killed a monster in D&D today, so that put me in a good mood. A monster. Don't get too excited, y'all. Octopus? Buddy? It was actually, I mean, part of it was it just took us a long time to get one person's character done, which is, you know, whatever. You know, I don't mind. I don't dislike the time that I spent helping them get set up, but I also am an objective-driven person. So I'm just like, man, I really wish we could be playing right now, but I had fun. Regardless, you know, just being able to see them made me happy. But yeah, they got to fight a green hag as level 3 characters with no dedicated fighter. So they spent about an hour just flailing away at this thing. But they killed her. It's a CR5 monster, and the 4 of them are all level 3, so they're obviously able to handle stuff, which means I can make the fights more difficult in the future. Right, Calrea? My little robot's singing to me. Kick my little feetsies. Alright, that's one. Scalloped hammerhead. Whole lot of cartilaginous fish that pop up from these nests. So now we follow this chain. Never break the chain. Over to here. Has my buddy, my little robot buddy, my little robuddy. This was actually made by 505 Games, which, as I said, I'm almost positive they made Journey, and they also made Terraria. So this game is just beautiful. But it actually does tell a story. Like, you don't realize it's telling a story until you get to the end. And then you look back at everything you've done and you're like, oh, okay. But it's very good. Makes me happy. Also, Abzu was a Babylonian goddess or god, I think. I think it was the life-giving ocean god. Manatees! Manatees! Hello, little fat friend. Hello, I love you. Manatee. Yeah, I gotta look it up now. So a manatee, or not a manatee, an Abzu. Abzu. Abzu god. Abzu is depicted as a deity only in the Babylonian creation epic, the Enuma Elish, taken from the library of Assurbanipal, approximately 630 BCE, but which is about 500 years older. In this story, he was a primal being made of fresh water and a lover to another primal deity, Tiamat, a creature of salt water. The Sumerian god Enki, Ea in the Akkadian language, was believed to have lived in the Abzu, which is the house of deep waters, since before human beings were created. His wife Namgal-Nuna, his mother Namu, his advisor Isimud, and a variety of subservient creatures such as the gatekeeper Lamu also lived in the Abzu. Yeah. It's a whole big thing that's influenced by Sumerian mythology and Babylonian mythology. Lionfish! Oh, I love lionfish. So pretty. Oof. And then you always get into this area that's very, like, dark and gross, and you have to revive it. This isn't it, though. There's the great white. There he or she is. It is. And all the music just stops as you enter this dead area. It all just ceases. Oh no. There we go. Whale sharks. You can see the wreckage. There's like some kind of a metal girder down there. As we get further into the game, you'll see more and more like industrial pollution and stuff like that. Hey, big body, what you doing? You can't eat him. He's too big. Too big for your mouth. Silly. He too big. And then Nautilus. So you see all the people that look like me wielding the blue sparks and carrying them and then throwing them into the ocean, and then there's fish coming up and there's life being restored. We've seen that before. Coelacanth. It's a coelacanth. It's a coelacanth. This is a living fossil. This is a fish that was thought to have been extinct for millions of years, and then they discovered that they still exist at the bottom of the ocean off the coast of Madagascar. They were thought to have been extinct for tens of millions of years. That's a real life thing. When you get into the temples, a lot of the fish and things that you see in these areas are actually extinct, or they're things that were thought to be extinct but were later discovered not to be. Like, or they're just archaic species like the Nautilus. You know, the Nautilus has existed for tens of millions of years and has basically not evolved at all, because it's just perfect for what it does. You know, it doesn't need to evolve anymore. The coelacanth really hasn't, I mean, it hasn't really changed much in 100 million years. It's still the same damn fish, just doing what it do, because it found something that worked and it just didn't need to change anymore. Oof. And then my little buddy just goes down into there and vanishes. And then I have to find new buddies. can be your friend. Hello, friend. I grab you. I grab your baby. Look at this. That's a blue whale. It's honestly kind of small by blue whale standards compared to a person. They get to be like 90 or 100 feet long. Blue whales are the largest living thing on the planet that we know of. They might not be the biggest thing, but they're the biggest thing we've ever touched. I used to be a huge fish nerd. I swore I was gonna be a marine biologist at one point. And yes, I know that blue whales are not fish. Oh, look. You get deep enough, you see those triangle things, and all the whales leave. They're like, nope, this is not the place where we belong. All you see is whale bones down here. Killed him. So I wonder, Calrea, I don't know if Divide has seen it before, but Calrea, if I was to play Genshin Impact like one day a week, do you think that would be entertaining? You've seen me play Genshin before. Look at the little horseshoe crab! Buddy, why are you so deep? You're not supposed to be this deep. You're supposed to be up near the surface. Friend, you do not belong here. Are you lost? Montgomery! We have a horseshoe crab which is unfortunately dead. But oh no. Get away from me. But we have a horseshoe crab that I lived at, my father lived at the beach in the Outer Banks for a lot of years of my life, and I spent a lot of hours on the beach as a kid, and I never found more than like a small chunk of a horseshoe crab. And when Calrea and I started going out, the first time I ever went to the Outer Banks with her to visit my father, we went to the beach, and we were on the beach for 5 minutes, and she found an entire horseshoe crab shell, and was like, "Hey, look at this!" And I was like, "Wow, you're a piece of crap. You could literally, spend years looking for one of those and never get a full one. And she was like, oh, cool. So we kept it and we named it Montgomery. And I dried him out. He did have some bugs, some little flies and stuff appeared on him, and he stank for a while. But I cleaned him and I lacquered him, and I cleaned him and I lacquered him, and we have a Montgomery hermit crab or horseshoe crab that was already dead when we found him, but we have him forever now. Genshin Impact was the one where you would like go around and explore, and you could switch between like wind and fire. I played as the one character on the PS4 that had the little raccoon, the fire-breathing raccoon, the Tanuki. She was like the girl. Her name was like Ling Ling or something like that, and she could cook really well. And she had all the little like spicy food themed moves where she would like summon a raccoon monster and then he'd eat a pepper and breathe fire and stuff like that. Apparently it's a popular game for streamers. The only reason I haven't streamed it before is because I would have to start over from the beginning on the PC because I don't want to stream it on the PS4. But whatever. Oh no! The shark's in trouble, look! I haven't found one of those in a level or two. Never mind. Maybe the sperm whales are the biggest ones. Let's see. Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh. Giant squids. I don't remember them from before. That's terrifying. Please stay away from me. I would love to just see something bigger moving in the distance and not know what it is. I mean, I would hate it. It would terrify me, but it would feel so right for a game like this to just like, no matter how deep you go, there's just something down there that you can't quite make out, because that's what the real world is, right? Like we don't know what's down there, really and truly. You can see the other ones that I've brought back with the whale sharks and the manta rays and all that stuff. The Titanic? What about the Titanic? There are larger things than the Titanic in the depths of the ocean. Miss Calrea. Oh, well, we know where the Titanic is. Oh, well, it wasn't. Sorry. I was trying to be appreciative of the art and grandeur of the world around us, but, you know, you could make a mockery of one of the greatest tragedies of human life in the modern era, and that works too. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. Love you! Uh-oh. There's the shark. Oh. Oh. You can see all the trash floating in the water. I should play Maneater. I should start doing like once a month. I need to do an ocean themed game. Play Maneater next. That'd be fun. I liked Maneater. I know some people thought it was kind of crappy, and did it need more content? Hell yeah. But the content that was there was super fun. I mean, I lulled. I laughed out loud a few times at that game. Uh oh. Those are my little buddies. My little robo buddies. This thing is making them. But what does that mean for me? Yes to Maneater or yes to... I mean, you know, I'd have to buy it again because I have it on the PS4, but I don't like streaming on the PS4. Like, I really dislike it. I did it a couple of times, was not a fan. That's honestly why I didn't start streaming sooner, because you may remember that at one point I tried streaming to YouTube live using my PS4, and I hated it. Like, I played Skyrim and stuff, and it just didn't do it for me. Where are you? You're not fish. You're some kind of horrible thing. You're a machine. So that's the blue stuff. And that's the blue stuff. So there's a little bit of that blue stuff in what? So I'm a robot just like the little guys. And I've got the same like blue ether stuff that we see in the artwork in the temples of the people returning it back to the ocean. That's me. Oh. Oh. Oh, Jeebus. Look at this absolute evil. Oh, God. Oh, get away. Look at all the trash floating in the ocean here. Oh no! My body's all burned up. Oh no! The shark. Buddy. Oh. She dead. Oh, but we're so close to the end, Divide. The shark just died. You're gonna leave? It's fucked up. Actually, we're not close to the end. I think we got 2 more levels after this. That's cool. Just be sure to check out the rest later or download it for yourself and play it. What are you? Absolutely, my friend. Have a good evening. Thank you for tuning in, Divide. Well, Calrea, it's just you and me. Look at the turtles. Turtles and frogos. This man doesn't know what he's missing. I think this is the one with all the dinosaurs and the fossils. Like all the extinct species. And Anomalocaris. I didn't even get to read it really. Anomalocaris. Oof. Oh, I ran into something. Helicoprion. that's an early shark ancestor, or a shark that's extinct now. I just feel myself smiling the whole time while I'm playing this game. Oh, it's literally just, okay. So you can switch between all the monsters. So you just press the pause button to the Tiktaalik. Ammonite. Ammonite. So you can just jump around between different species. Watch them move around. Calrea, you still with me? Or have you abandoned me? I think she's abandoned me. Oh, she's still there. Guess I was wrong. What do you think, Calrea? I think I'm just going to play all the way to the end today. We're pretty close. It's not a long game. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Look at that turtle. Look at the turtle, Calrea. Archelon. Big turtle. Biggest turtle. What are you? Arapaima? Pretty sure those are still alive. I think so. It's like a giant lungfish type creature. Oh, it looks like a lungfish. I don't know if it is a lungfish, but... Whee! And the birds. Look at that. Oh, look over there. You can see the shadow of the big dinosaurs. Or aquatic reptiles. Dacosaurus. I'm not bored. I love it. Yeah, before we jumped in, we could see the shadow of a giant plesiosaurus or something over this way. But I don't know if that's in the same body of water as us. Or if that's next to us. I kind of wish it was in here with us, but I'm also kind of glad it's not, because that thing is huge. Oh, there it is! Look! Oh, it's not a plesiosaurus. It's a, is it an ichthyosaurus? Elasmosaurus. Or something similar. Look at that. That was something that actually lived in the ocean at one point. Oh, I don't want you. Can I not grab you? Elasmosaur. We have been slacking on the shells. We have not been finding the ammonite shells like we should. But that's okay. What you got? Dunkleosteus. Those were fish that had like bony shells. That was before fish really, I think, evolved scales. And there was like a period of fish evolution where you had basically soft fish, and then you had fish that had stuff like this where parts of their exteriors were rocky or bony, and that's how they like protected themselves from predators and how they were a threat to prey. Look at all the water just flowing down. Think about how the civilization must have looked that built this when it was still around. I have no idea what the purpose is of running into all these little schools of fish. Down we go. The shark is back. I'm just being quiet so you all can enjoy the artistry. So this is the great white shark that we brought back using our spark, and then the great white shark rebuilt us as like a golden version of ourselves. And all throughout the story, we've been seeing this repeating motif of like creatures like us working together with the sharks. Like the sharks are there. So when you first start, it's like the shark is your enemy, but then it turns out that they're actually like there to work with you. Like, they are meant to work with you. We're rallying the troops. This is the one that the shark was attacking at the beginning, and then it let out that pulse of energy that disabled us. Abzu. And that's it. Oh, I'm having an issue. There we go. Oh, hang on. All right. So that was Abzu. That was our second viewer's choice game. And I am really glad that it was one that people voted on, because I really enjoyed playing it. It's just as beautiful as I remember. It definitely makes you, I don't know about watching it, but playing it, it definitely makes you experience some kind of feelings about it. And, you know, that's really like what makes it art, right? Is that seeing it and playing it and being part of it elicits some sort of an emotional reaction. That means it's art. And I think this game is art. In terms of like the pure artistic quality of it, I think that this game is easily in the top 5, probably top 3. I would have to go through and, you know, watch my memories like a movie and watch every game I've ever played to see if it's number one. But it would definitely be a contender, because it definitely makes you feel feelings when you play it. So, as I said, I am super happy that this was picked as one of the text derived from the first tablet of the Enuma Elise. I am super happy that people selected this as a viewer's choice game. Now, I don't know that a lot of people necessarily came in and watched it, but, you know, that's okay. I'll consider it a gift from you all to me, to be able to play it again and experience it, you know, not for the first time, but again. So, I want to let the credits just roll. Just enjoy the world that was built for us by all these people. And I am still controlling the character, in case anyone was wondering. I am still controlling him, or her, or it. (2016). Come on, buddy. Let's go bite the moon. Alrighty. And that, my friends, was Abzu. Now, it only took us about an hour and 40 minutes to beat it, but that's okay, because the journey was the important thing, right? And we'll play that game later, Journey. But, yeah, as I said, I really enjoyed being able to play this. I really enjoyed being able to experience it again. And hopefully somebody out there who has never seen this game before or heard of this game before was able to see all of it or part of it, or, you know, just enough of it to make them want to play it for themselves. Because, you know, that's what this is really all about, right? Is, you know, me having fun, you having fun, watching me having fun, and then me having fun to a degree that makes you want to go have fun and makes you want to experience these games for yourself. So, in that, I hope I was successful. I know I've said it twice already at least, but thank you everybody out there who selected this game for me to play this weekend. I am really happy that I got to play it again. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I will be back at it again on Tuesday with Secret of Mana at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, minus 5 hours UTC, I believe, is the European way of saying it. So, and then from then on, we'll just have to see where the week takes us, won't we? But thank you one last time for watching. Be sure to check out all my other videos here on my Twitch. Find the link to my YouTube. Check out my stuff there. And until next time, stay healthy. Stay safe out there, y'all. Later.